Da, 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 da. Okay, hi. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Jo at Cuddle Haven. I'm going to be having a chat with Mariana very soon. So here we go. Just give me one moment while I just figure out how to. So any moment now, Mariana will join us hopefully, and we'll have a little chat about
Hello.
a few things. Welcome,
Hi.
Mariana. How are you
Hi.
feeling?
Nice, Joe. Nice to see you. I'm okay, thank you. Can you hear me well?
Yes, let me just turn up the volume a bit. Yes, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having
Um,
me.
oh, you're welcome. So I'm still new to live, so I'm feeling a bit nervous, and that's all good. And how are you feeling?
Same. This is my very first one, but I'm ready.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Jo at Cuddle Haven. For those that don't know me, I work as a cuddle therapist in Perth, Australia. And Mariana, where are you based in the world?
I'm based in London, in the United Kingdom. Yes, and
Fantastic,
I'm a cuddle therapist as well. Yeah.
fantastic. So I've known Mariana for a few months, and I've been doing some lives with another practitioner in America, and I thought it'd be really good to invite Mariana on and just have a chat about something that I was asked quite a few times last year from some journalists. I feel that it's a very common question, and it's a very good question, which we're going to be chatting about today. And the question is, who do you see? Who are your clients? So this is a great question, and I thought it'd be good to explore this a little bit. And just as a disclaimer, we're going to keep things very general. No details, no names, because client confidentiality is important. So we're just going to generally have a general chat about what kind of clients come and see us, or I go to clients. So yeah, the kind of clients that I go and visit. So did you want to kick it off, Mariana, or shall I just throw out a few?
Yeah, I can kick it off. It's fine. That's a good question because most people ask me as well when I tell them that I'm a professional cuddle therapist, is that do people pay for that? And yes, I do have a wide range of people coming me. Most of them are men. Maybe I'd start with the few women I had. I don't really know why is it less common for women to approach us, or me at least. Um,
Mm,
the women I had, they normally deal with they're going through emotional experiences in regards to their mom. In
mm,
my case, all of the women I saw, they had um, situations with their moms that they wanted to resolve. Of course, they were not fresh ones. They almost came from the childhood, and with the motherly positions, they really help to keep them safe, and then they can let go of things.
mm,
Um,
mm.
so these are the women's side from me in London, and I'm part of a workshop as well, and we struggle to get women in there as well. I don't know if that's the case
Mm,
in Australia with you,
mm,
uh, with, with
sometimes.
women.
Hmm.
Do you have women?
Sometimes, yeah, yeah. But I do find it's about 90% men. But then some months I see like a third female.
Oh
So
wow,
it
that's
kind
good.
of, you just never know. That's what I love about this kind of work, is that I never know who's going to contact me. I never know who I'm going to see. I have a few regulars, and then everything else is a I don't know, and I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there's always something new. Like for my last client who just booked in for next Friday, he just wants it for fun. He
Mm,
just wants to spend. Well, it's going to be an overnight stay, which I offer as well for people I really trust only. Um,
mm,
is I really need to feel safe. So we're just going to have a drink, we're going to watch a movie, and then we're
mm,
going to do some cuddling and chatting probably till midnight, sleep a
mm.
little bit separately but in the same bed, and then we're just going to have some cuddles in the morning and I come home. It's like
Mm,
having a friend around.
mm,
Um,
mm.
but yeah, it's but still a therapy, still really cozy and warm. It's a fun
Mm,
evening.
mm.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's
I get to
lovely.
this because London is quite stressful. It's like the energy
Mm,
is pounding, everyone's in a rush. I get people as well who work a lot and they don't
mm,
have time. It's hard for them sometimes to make time to book me in as well. Because of
yeah.
that. But when they come, they are really amazed how refreshing it is.
Mm,
And it's so nice to just get out of the work environment. Because sometimes these people work at their workplace and then they work at home as well and they work at weekends and there's just no connection, there's no reaction, there's no uh, relation with lots of people and they just want to re-energize and just relax at a place where
mm,
they don't will not reach to their phones, for example.
mm.
So spending hours without their phones, that's sometimes a magical, someone described it as such. So yeah,
Magical.
interesting.
It's
Because
amazing.
yeah, because we just have it in our hands all the time. Well, in
Yes, some
London,
people.
yeah,
Some people, yeah.
yeah.
Wow. And it's so lovely that you offer that. You know, I'm so grateful that there's people like you in the world that are offering these beautiful, nurturing, therapeutic spaces for people to just
It's
relax
so
and
nice.
just receive, receive that platonic, nurturing touch that they deserve and to feel the connection with you, another human being that is loving and accepting.
It's so special. Like I just had a Reiki person who does Reiki energy healing, and he just told me that you're so special. You've got such a high vibration. I mean, what do you mean? And he said that he can feel the energy coming out of my hands because I had my
Wow.
hand on his heart chakra, and he said that he felt the high vibration that's coming out of, and he was like blissed out and he
Mm,
just wouldn't talk. I asked him to give me like a feedback and then he said, I will need a couple of hours to get back to the words. So I've got words to say. He was like so relaxed and he was taken like to another world.
mm,
But we really
mm,
connected. So I feel that when people have got high energies as well and it all adds up, that's just like
mm.
a wow.
Yeah, and you're offering that space for their nervous system to slow down and to regulate and to just feel that, just to slow the heartbeat down, to slow everything down. It's just so
Yeah.
refreshing, rejuvenating.
Nurturing. Yeah. Yeah.
Oxytocin gets, released, and it's magical. It's very relaxing,
It is.
and it's like it's hard to describe what it
It
is
is.
because it's more experiential. It's like
One has
trying
to
to
feel it.
describe to somebody what it's like to go swimming. If somebody's never swam before, it's like a bit difficult to explain what swimming feels like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and all we can do is our best to try and put words to it. But it's,
Yeah.
yeah,
But if the
yeah, I
energy,
see.
when talking about it, and when the energy goes, when they receive the way we talk about it, then they have a feeling of the feeling they're going to receive, if that makes sense.
Mm,
They can get a picture of the love and the understanding. And that's really important for me, that it is like a place where there's no judgment. So
mm,
they can be anybody, they can be themselves and they can be let go. And if they're struggling with personalities, then they can just experiment and be in that space as well without
mm,
being judged. And it's just so nice and so safe.
mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. I think I only saw one person that was really, really busy. Um, a lot of my clients, well, most of them are male, and they're usually feeling some sort of maybe symptoms of anxiety or stress or PTSD or depression, or they're experiencing loneliness or sadness or grief. Some of them have gone through separation from a partner or going through divorce, or they're just going through, a challenging time in life, and they want to feel, yeah, just relaxed. And I've also had people say that they want to feel the feminine, you know, they want to feel the softness of the feminine in a session. So
Yeah,
that's really beautiful.
which is
And
great. Yeah.
yeah, and I have clients see me who are physically challenged, mentally and emotionally challenged, um, people who are in university. So like the age range, I think for me has gone from like 20 years old to about maybe
Oh,
68 or something. I don't know, like 60s. So yeah, uni students and people who are curious, and also I've seen people who want to feel more comfortable with touch because they've had trauma in the past around touch, and so they want to feel safe again with touch. They want to feel more confident asking for touch with their social group. Had some great feedback from a female that said she feels more confident now asking for touch
oh,
from
that's
our
great.
sessions, and it's just beautiful. Yeah,
Mm.
to support people with self-esteem, with their confidence, with talking to females. Yeah, I don't know. Have you got any other kind of general categories of people
I've got one with
come
in
see you?
regards with confidence as well. It's like man when after a divorce, after a separation, or after being alone for a really long time, and they're trying to get back to dating and meeting women, but they don't feel comfortable or confident enough how to touch and talk to a woman because it's been a long time.
Mm,
I have those people as well,
mm,
and they are always so respectful and so kind, and I can see how they don't even dare to stroke my arm, and
mm.
then by the end they are happy to give like a big proper heart to heart hug, which is so
Yeah.
nice. And I can see that with those people I talk as well. They like to chat as
Mm,
well, and uh, I well, my point of view on life is quite open anyway, and
mm,
I like to encourage them. I don't coach them or anything like that, but it's just the way I try to raise their confidence is or build it a bit more. That's really lovely as well, and I really like it that I make them think, and then I go, okay, she's saying something, and then they consider it, and then they when they come back, then say, okay, you were right. Uh, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I do have those as well. I really love those as well. And my age range is I had a university student as well, but my youngest is 24, and I
mm,
think my eldest was a bit above 70.
mm,
Um, and those sometimes feel like cuddling my grandparents.
mm.
It's so nice, and they can be so delicate, and sometimes I can feel that they are a bit alone and they're a bit old and they think that life might be over, but then we chat and they pick up my energy and
Mm,
they are going to be full of life again.
mm,
It's just so nice to see
mm,
how
mm,
they change.
mm. It's
Yeah, and
beautiful.
also it's just the way people how stressed they can be or how lonely or how we are experiencing all sorts of feelings in this world. That's why we are here. That's what I believe. And whatever it is, sometimes it can really uh, be heavy. And
Yeah.
really love seeing how the physiology of people changes like within such a short time. So when they might be coming in here not daring to look at me or just being
Mm,
like, wrinkled foreheads or because of all sorts of things. And then when they go, they are just like, oh, I had a lovely time. Life is different now. And then,
they
yeah,
just float.
they,
They
they
just
do.
float out.
Yeah, just out of into Mariana's world and the gratitude and all the things I try to, transmit. And while I do eye gazing, I always try to send them messages that how lovable they are and the world is
Mm,
there for them and all sorts of lovely affirmations and stuff like that. And they don't read my mind, but they feel the energy I'm trying to give them, and it's so
yeah.
nice. So and connecting, and at in the end, the way I feel that like the energy bubble we create, it's a co-creation, and
Mm.
it's so nice. So it is always different because I'm the same, but the other person is always individual and unique and special. So we just add on to each other, and then it's just it's so nice.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
your presence is just gold. It's so valuable to be in a presence of, you know, love and acceptance and curiosity. It's just absolute magic because we are electromagnetic beings and we are transmitting whatever we're feeling, and we're also receptors. But anyway, I won't go into that.
yeah,
Um, I've had people that want to, yeah, have a really good cry because they're grieving. They want to, yeah, they want to have a chat because they're feeling, you know, loneliness. So they just want to talk and have an interesting conversation, or just have a superficial conversation, or a bit of both. It doesn't really matter because again, it doesn't really matter what we're talking about. It's about how we're feeling in the moment, how we're feeling like, oh, you know, so I kind of check in with myself. Am I feeling curious or am I feeling closed and judgmental? So it's really important for me to be aware of my presence and how I'm feeling and how am I showing up for the
yeah,
session.
yeah. And also, I like to communicate with them because I want to know what they need. Um, so I have my free consultations and everything, and so because if they tell me what's their background, it can be anything, then I
Mm,
know what kind of touches and positions to use and how to talk to them and what they need. Because you just talk and cuddle differently, like a person who's grieving or someone who's here just for the fun. It's a totally different thing, and
yeah,
you just need to feel and tune into them to know,
yeah,
and yeah, they
and
need
have
to
yeah
tell us.
good communication and ask the
Yeah,
right questions.
yeah, yeah. So
So
that's
yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot. There's a lot that
There's a
goes into cuddle
lot
therapy
because
that people
people
don't
just think that
sometimes realize.
you cuddle someone and then you get money for it. It's not just the cuddle. It's so much more than that.
Mm, yeah, well,
It's
I didn't
so
know,
much more.
you know, I didn't know before I'd done any courses and before I even started doing this. I didn't even know that there was this whole other world of consent, boundaries, communication, asking for what you want,
And
accepting,
say
you know, accepting the
no.
person exactly as they are, no coaching, no counseling,
Yeah,
you know, yeah, it's huge. And
it
it's
is. Yeah,
infinite, and there's possibilities. You know, I know we're going a bit off track here, but there's so many possibilities for this kind of work. You know, that I've gone into virtual sessions, nature sessions, mentoring. It's just, you know, people have written books, people have designed courses for other, you know, professional cuddlers. It's like, it's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, it's very varied. It's very dynamic, and that's why I love it, and that's why I'm still doing it 4 years later, because there's just always something, it's always something
something
else,
new.
and everybody's unique, and every cuddle session is different,
Yeah,
depending on how the person is feeling in the moment, how I'm feeling. I might be feeling super quiet, or I might be feeling you know, chatty, but I always make sure the client's doing more talking than me. That's something that I learned in one of the courses. They just said to just be aware of that.
mhm,
That make sure your clients doing most of the talking. So that's
yeah,
really good growth for me because I'm a chatterbox. So it's been great for me to just step back and really cultivate listening. You know, just
yeah.
being an open-minded,
Antenna.
open-hearted
Mhm,
listening.
yeah.
Just oh my goodness, it's
Mhm.
really
I,
changed my life. So yeah.
I always tell them as well that I don't normally talk because most of my people don't want to talk. But if they want to talk, then I'm happy to chat. So I always give it up to them what they need. They need to tell me, and I ask them. And I'm not a chatterbox, but I'm becoming one. It's interesting. I just watched myself in the last couple of months, and I started to talk more and more. And sometimes I just can't stop. But that wasn't the case like 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Yeah, but not during the sessions, of course. It's just yeah,
Yeah.
I let them talk. And sometimes I feel they want to talk, then I just put my listening ears on and I just okay, give it to me. And then even that in itself sometimes a relief because some
Yeah.
people just need somebody to listen, who listens to them without interrupting them or judging them or asking them or whatever. So just talk. Yeah, just
Yep,
like you.
giving,
Yeah.
not giving advice,
Yeah,
not trying to find a solution
yeah,
with them. It's just
yeah. Not saving them.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Just
saving,
with
no
the heart.
fixing.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
there's no fixing, no overcoming, no nothing. It's just being
nothing.
present
Yeah.
and just bringing love and nurture and nourishment and relaxation and all those other yummy things that I love. Love all those feelings in the session. So yeah. Are there any other type of clients that you see that we haven't already
Oh, let me
discussed?
just see. Yeah, I had the people who are going through divorce and grieving. We mentioned that. I do have people who just say, but I think you mentioned that, man who just want to feel the feminine energy, like the really gentle touch of a woman. Um, I do get those as well. Um,
Mm.
I think I uh, I think I mentioned most of them.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't really have like companionships just yet. There's somebody now that who asked me if I do that, so we could go to the cinema, or we can just go out for dinner and then just have a walk in the park and hold each other's hand.
Mm.
But I haven't met him yet, so I
Yeah.
hope I'm gonna get those as well, because those are really nice as well, just
Yeah.
to
Gives it
have a
more.
good company. Yeah, or go to the gym together and things like that. That's going to be on my website as well. So all these kinds of companionships as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I like watching a movie as well, all cuddled up. But I can
Mm.
only do it when I do outdoor sessions because I don't have a TV at the moment. But those, when you do watch TV with your clients, don't
Sometimes,
you?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, with the longer sessions, yeah,
yes,
sometimes. And that's kind of sometimes fun. And yeah, we just end up chatting most of the time though.
yeah,
Just again, that's what the client wants, you know. They
exactly.
don't kind of, at the end of the day, it's not really the movie that they want, it's the connection. They want to feel connection with me. And they just want to be heard and feel loved and cared for. And it's just so simple.
Yeah,
It's like this is just like it's not rocket science. It is one of the most simplest things that what we're offering is a safe
yeah.
space for people to be authentically them, to show up in all their emotions, whatever emotions they're feeling in the moment. And I'm just so grateful for people's honesty when I say, "How are you?" and they just go, "Oh, right, you know, not great." And it's just, yeah, that thank you for being honest. Thank you for being authentic, because that's gold. To
I
just,
love it when they open up, and then they tell me things that they can't tell or don't want to tell anybody else, but they tell me.
mm,
That's so respectful. I mean, I feel like privileged to know things like that. It's
it
so
is because
nice.
they feel safe
It
with
is.
you.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It's
And I hear
so
a lot
nice.
of vulnerability. I hear a lot of vulnerability, and
Yeah.
it's just beautiful
Yeah.
um, to
It's so
provide that for people.
nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I can't think of anything else like any other major categories. I've had people that, yeah, just want to feel comfortable with touch for whatever reason. They might be, you know, they might be on the spectrum, autism, but they just want to feel, yeah, more comfortable. And those sessions are really, yeah, really deep because sometimes I can see some progress. Not that that's a, you know, a goal, that there's going to be progress here, because I don't want people to feel like there's an expectation or anything that they're going to change. But it's just really, yeah, it's really lovely to have such a diverse range of clients.
It is. It is
And
really nice.
some want lots of touch, some want very minimal touch. So again, it's not just, you know, some people I think assume that it's just lots and lots and lots of bodily contact and lots of spooning, and it's like, no, some people just want to sit and hold my hand for half the time, or just have a few hugs and chat. And yeah, sometimes people need a few sessions to feel really comfortable with more bodily contact and more of the poses where there's, yeah, more bodily contact and more intimate, yeah, poses where like maybe our heads are more closer together, because
Or
again, that can be
as
quite
premeditated.
vulnerable. Yeah, it can be quite vulnerable, and I don't know what the word is, but yeah. So, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so
Thank you so much.
much.
Thank you.
And I've got other topics that I want to talk about in future lives, but I think this topic's been a good one, because I want people to. Oh, and also, I forgot to talk about self-care. So I've had some clients come and see me where everything's going great in their life. They're just like, yeah, everything's great. They just see this as self-care, like booking in a massage once a month, for example. So they book me because it's like they want to receive something for them. Like they know that they can just receive, the touch, and they don't want to touch me. They just want to receive touch, and it's absolutely part of their self-care, and they just feel really good because they know they don't have to then do. A favor for me. Like if you have a friend, I had somebody say she'd prefer to pay me because if she had a friend cuddle her, she'd then feel like, okay, I've got to now give you something. I've got to there's got to be a balance here. I've got to do something for you now, which I'm sure some people do. They can negotiate that. But she felt really comfortable paying me. And it was just like, she was like, no, I'd rather pay you than do an exchange. It was so good. She knew exactly what she wanted. And I love
That's
that.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have people come to see you for self-care?
They don't put it as self-care. They just say that they just need some cuddles and want to have fun. But they
Yeah.
don't use the word self-care or well-being or things like that. But I do have people who just come for the cuddles without any emotional background or anything, just to soak up the love, to say so. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of my clients are like that. They're just,
That's good.
average people that just want to be cuddled. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
like to cuddle some people who's got like physical difficulties as well. I only met one woman in the network who's in a wheelchair, and I love cuddling her, and I always make her cry because she doesn't really get cuddles. But I never
oh,
had a client like that. I don't know why. Yeah, it's so nice because everybody
yeah,
deserves a cuddle. So yeah.
yes, definitely. Well, this has
Okay.
been
Thank
beautiful,
you.
and have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you.
And if anybody has any questions that they have, any ideas for future lives that we can discuss, you can put it in the comments. And when I put this on my feed, and yeah, thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And bye bye, everyone. Have a lovely evening.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you everyone for watching.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Mwah.
Bye bye.
Bye.